all ready? I think I'm all ready. This is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast. It's time to get ready. The show started. Let's go. And welcome everybody. This is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast. I want to welcome you all to the show today. It's a fabulous Monday, the start of another fantastic week here in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Sherman Ray, publisher of Livin in Vegas magazine. Got some real cool stuff to talk to you about today. Got a lot of announcements that we're going to make because we got some new stuff that's going to be going on. And because we actually had probably one of the busiest weekends here in Vegas, quite a long time. I mean, it was super busy. I don't know about you, but I was incredibly busy this weekend, just trying to keep up with everything and trying to keep up with everybody that's, trying to keep up in the world of Las Vegas. For those of you who this might be your first time joining us, maybe you're joining us on Facebook or on Twitter or YouTube. Matter of fact, we've actually got a lot of people who are actually joining us on our new podcast. So we've got the audio only. So right now, if you're watching us on, Facebook or, on YouTube, you get to actually see me. So you get to enjoy the full thing here. So you can see, but if you're not, I know, it's so funny. If not, then you probably might be just enjoying us on just the audio version itself. And so you can actually get that on, where are we at now? I think we're on Spotify. Yeah. Yes, we're on Spotify. We're on Anchor FM. We'll probably be on Google and Apple and stuff like that here in the next couple of days. But we want to encourage you, if you would like to download us, the audio version of the podcast, just go to our website at livininvegas.com. That's livininvegas.com. Here, I'm going to put that up. This is for the folks who can actually see the, I guess so. If you can see the, if you can see what we're doing here, you can, oh, that's the wrong one. You can actually see, just go to livininvegas.com. So just instead of saying info at livininvegas, just livininvegas.com. You can actually download the podcast. In addition, you can actually go to our website and you can actually get the video too, which is always cool. Because some people like to see me. They like to see me, and which is, as long as my wife is happy, I'm happy. For the rest of you, you have to suffer through looking at my face. That's all right. Some of you don't mind looking at my face. That's fine too. Want to welcome everybody to the show today. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend here in the city that never sleeps. I personally did. There were some games that, and so we'll spend a little bit of time talking about UNLV today, because unfortunately UNLV, oh gosh, we'll talk about it. You'll see it. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about our magazine, which is Livin in Vegas magazine. I hope that you are able to check out the magazine. I'm going to be putting up the new, what do they call it? The front cover. We'll be putting up the new front cover here in the next couple of days here. But we wanted to make sure that if you have not seen the magazine, Livin in Vegas magazine, you can check that out, and it's fantastic. It's really a fantastic read. I really enjoy it. Oh, you know what? Should we do this right now if I got a chance? So you can't see what I'm doing here, folks, but I can actually see. I'm playing around with the video here while we're kind of screwing around here. But let's see. You can actually go to our website and download the magazine, which is always fun. It's a great read. It's fun, and we really encourage you to go to the website and actually check it out. Got magazine articles all about all the great people in Vegas. Victoria Seaman's in there. We've got the folks from Bike Shop, Pro Cyclery. They're in there also. And so you can actually check that out, which is always fun. And we've also got another I don't know, we've got another thing that you want to check this out. You really do. Uh, and I'm gonna see, I'm screwing around here, folks. I know some of you are wondering. They're going, Sherman, what are you doing? But I'm actually doing something else. Okay, there it is. All right. Because we've got another product that we're going to be rolling out here. I wasn't going to make an announcement about it today, but since I'm online right now, I'm gonna do it, and figured I'd do it now. But you can go to our website, livininvegas.com. You can check that. Or if you'd like me to just email this to you, I can email you the PDF copy. Get on our newsletter, and you can check that out. And it's cool stuff that you can check out. Okay. Also, folks, we're having a mixer. We're having a mixer that's coming up about 2 weeks from now, April 7th. It's called The Happy Hour Business Networking Mixer. It's going to be over at the Horse Trailer Hideout. And you can check that out. That's always fun, folks. It really is. It's a business networking mixer, and we encourage you to be a part of that. We really do. It's fun. You get to meet other business owners, and it's free. So come on out. It starts about 5:30. April 7th over at the Horse Trailer Hideout. It's co-sponsored by our friends over at Beers with Friends, and of course the Horse Trailer Hideout and Livin in Vegas magazine. So we encourage you to come on out to the mixer. If you'd like, please register for the event. We really encourage you to register for the event. Helps us with knowing how many people to invite to, or how many people to prepare staff, food truck, that kind of stuff, and you can check that out. And so it's always cool. Hang on a second. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his product, service, or even just a great message out there? Well, we'd like to give you that opportunity by being a guest on Livin in Vegas podcast. It's super simple. All you've got to do is contact us at advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com, and we'll schedule you for an interview on Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. That's actually pretty cool. So once again, if you are a business, we started this thing called underwriting. So you can underwrite the show, which means basically you can be a part of the show. We've already got people who want to be on the show. They're actually saying, hey, Sherman, we'd like to be on the show. And we'd love for you to be on the show. Advertise your business. Talk about what's going on in your what's going on. And if that's really cool for you, you don't have a huge budget. We're not charging a bunch of money to be a part of the show and stuff like that. But it does help us to defray the cost, which is always cool. I mean, I think that anybody who can help us pay the cost for anything, we're very excited about that. The same thing goes with the magazine. If you want to be in the magazine, you can actually just send us your information at advertising@livininvegas.com. So advertising@livininvegas.com, and we will take care of you. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the Valley right now, folks. I know because we talk so much. E-bikes. So let's start off with the story about e-bikes. We all know that the price on everything has gone up so much. I mean, not just a little bit, but a lot here in the Valley. Matter of fact, because we truck everything into the Valley, we probably have some of the highest gas prices in the nation. We really do. And so the popularity of e-bikes has gone through the roof. It really has. And there's a dealer out in Henderson, Pedigo in Henderson, Summerlin. They actually have 2 locations. They are Henderson, Summerlin, and a brand new shop in Lake Las Vegas. They said that they have seen a huge uptick in the number of people who've said we want to have one of these e-bikes, especially because gas prices are through the roof. Where the rest of the nation is seeing their gas prices go down just a little bit or hold steady, in Vegas here, no, it keeps going up. So I remember I went out in the morning. I came back the last in the evening. It actually had gone up even more just in the day. So usually, so what are you gonna do? You can't. There's really not much you can do about it. You've got to just kind of bite the bullet. Hope that they get things right over in the Middle East and in the here in the United States where we can actually get things together. Um, some of you probably saw this weekend. So it was big sports weekend. So the FC Lights, which is our football team, the football club, the Las Vegas Lights, they played this weekend. So I'm not going to go in any order, folks. I'm just going to because there was so much going on this weekend. I just don't know if it's going to really do us any good. So the FC Lights won this weekend. They played Saturday, which was great. They won 2-1 over their home opener over was it Phoenix? Yeah, they played over Phoenix, and fantastic. I mean, a great crowd of people were out at that game. I watched a lot of everybody's games this weekend. I really did. It was just very cool to see how many people were actually out watching games this weekend. And and we're gonna make an announcement about. I've got a friend of mine who's got a birthday today, and I want to give a shout out to that friend today too. Um, so the FC Lights won this weekend. And guess who else won this weekend, folks? That's right, folks. The Vegas Golden Knights. So the Vegas Golden Knights won this weekend, which is so exciting that they pulled it out. And so let's see if we can get some. I think we got some highlights to that game. Yeah. So that was an empty netter there with Petrangelo, and he was able to do that. So we beat the L.A. Kings 5-1, which is fantastic. That was the goal scoring there from Petrangelo. It was a netter, and clink, there you go. And so the Vegas Golden Knights are actually on a roll right now, which is great. We are just so excited for those guys because we were on a losing streak of epic proportions. Terrible. It was bad. We were getting stomped. So Logan Thompson stopped 37 shots. We beat the LA Kings 5-1 on Saturday. So Thompson, who is now, many of you probably know this, that Rob Lurer, our Robin, I call him Rob. You know, we're that close. Robin Lurer, our goalie, is out with I think it's a lower body injury. I haven't really gotten the inside skinny on that what it was, but he's kind of hurt. He had a lower injury. They sent him home during their road swing, and now he's been kind of the goalie duties have been taken over by Logan Thompson. He was actually goalie of the year last night, so in the American Hockey League, and so for our Silver Knights team. So came up. He's doing some great work for us. So we're very excited about the fact that we've got some great stuff going on with the Vegas Golden Knights. So, and I think they're back out on the road again. So they're going to do another swing out for the next couple of games. So I think that's something that's going to be happening. So many of you watched the Lady Rebels this weekend. Okay, so the Lady Rebels, they played this weekend, and I was so upset about this. So the Lady Rebels this weekend played against Arizona. They were the 13th seed playing against number 4 seed Arizona, and we just could not get the job done. Oh, I was so upset. Now, unfortunately, I was at a relative's house over the weekend and could not watch this game. I was so upset. So I'm on Twitter, and my family is like going, "Well, what are you doing? What are you doing on this Twitter thing?" And I go, "Well, I'm trying to keep up with the game because I am emotionally invested in the Lady Rebels. I've been watching them and keeping up with them, and so the Running Rebels, the men's team, and the Lady Rebels, I've been invested in them all year long, and so now they get to the NCAA, or the women did, and I can't watch the game and it was on TV. I'd been waiting all day long to watch this game, and I couldn't watch the game because I was I was doing family stuff. You know, you do family stuff because you want to. Okay. Anyways, I know I do. I love my family. I would do any. I would do it anyways. But I really wanted to watch the game. So there were a lot of people who went to Parkway Tavern up in Henderson to watch the game. It's a little closer to UNLV than we are here in the city of Las Vegas. So a lot of people were there. They were very excited, very appreciative, very supportive of the team, and they, you know, some of the people said something very interesting. They said, "Look, they are tough. They are a tough group of women who did not let go, and they didn't." I watched, or I got updates on the game all throughout the game, every 5 minutes. And I want to talk to somebody who's doing the Twitter feed for UNLV, the Lady Rebels. You really need to get on it a lot more, like every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, you need to be updating what's going on with the game, because I was on pins and needles the entire time because I was trying to get updates, and they did not show the game locally, and nobody was talking about the game locally. So we at Livin in Vegas, we were tweeting about it. We were updating everybody as much as we could who follow us on Twitter, and so the last 4 minutes of the game, literally, it was, I think we were up by 1 point the last 4 minutes, and that's when we lost it. Oh, so upset. So upset. Oh, gosh. What are you going to do? I don't know, you know. Here, I'm going to do something really quick here, because I'm gonna make an announcement here, and I'm gonna do it anyways, because I'm gonna find this picture. So it's gonna come up on your screen. You're gonna see it. It's pretty quick, and then I'll make it bigger. Hopefully, we'll find out if I can make it bigger here in a second. But we're doing something different with the and offering some new stuff. I've not even told my team about this yet. They're finding out right now, if they're watching right now, early in the morning. They're finding out about it. I'm looking for the picture of it right now, to tell you the truth. Oh, I think it's all the way down here. And if I can't find it, then I won't make the announcement, because it's really kind of unfair to my team. But here in this, when you move and you shake, and okay, I can't find it, and I don't want to spend any more time looking for it. Shoot, that was actually going to be kind of fun. So I'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll make the announcement about this new thing that we're going to be doing here at Livin in Vegas and S-Ray Media. And when we make that announcement, I will have had time to tell my team about it. That way, they won't be so upset at me that I did something without telling them. Let's talk a little bit about campaign season. Okay, so campaign season here in the state of Nevada. The 2022 elections are coming up, and so just give you. And once again, this is not a political show at all. There's other shows that talk about politics, but they are. It is a trend. It is something that's going on in Las Vegas and the state of Nevada. So we want to let you know about it. Tons of people. The deadline for filing for your candidacy, if you want to run for office here in the state of Nevada, ended the 18th. And so when it ended, a whole lot of people jumped in. I mean, a whole lot of people jumped in, and some were surprises, some weren't. I think one of the surprises was Dina Titus, who is the congressman for District 1, actually has a challenger in Crescent Hardy. So he's a former congressman. Generally, I think Crescent Hardy was for District 4. Don't quote me on that. But he was a congressman, so now he's vying for Dina Titus's office. There were no surprises in the governor's race, because there were a bunch of Republicans running against current governor Steve Sisolak. So there's no surprises there. Barbara Sagaski, who is our Secretary of State, she does have some people who are running in her place now, or because she's termed out, so she can't run again. So she's got Jim Marchant, who is a former, I think he was an assemblyman or state senator. Gerard Ramallo. So many of you remember Gerard Ramallo because Gerard was a, who did he work for? Channel 3 or Channel 8. So he was a on-air talent for them. And who else? Danny Tarkanian. He filed for the nomination for, wow, he wants to run in District 2 against Mark Amadei. Wow. 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 So Mark Amadei is going to run again for his state representative job. So he's the, wow, Danny's going. So Danny's actually a commissioner out in Douglas County. Who else? So anyways, we'll put a link to this on our Facebook page. And you'll be able to check out all the cool stuff that's in, because there's a lot of people. A lot of people are running for office, and you really need to know this, folks. Everybody needs to know this, that you need to know who's running for office. What else are we going to talk about? So for the Raiders, let's talk about the Raiders. The Raiders have signed running back Amir Abdullah. He signed as a free agent, and it's a 1-year deal. So it's pretty cool. So we've got, he's played 7 years for Detroit, Minnesota, Carolina, rushed for 1,574 yards, 6 touchdowns. Not a high average, 3.8 yards average per carry. And so it could be somebody that we can use for the team. It's a 1-year deal, which is great, and so I think that's a pretty cool thing. Let's talk about, before I run out of time. What time is it? Okay, I've got to make sure we get this in. All right, so the Vegas Golden Knights, folks. We talked about them a little bit, but we did not talk about the Vegas Nighthawks. So the Vegas Nighthawks, for those of you who have not seen these guys, oh my gosh. So the Vegas Nighthawks, so many of you saw we were talking about them last week, and we want to show just a little bit of the highlights of their game that they played, that they just played Friday night. So this was fun. Such fun to watch these guys. See all the kids that were playing? Packed house, folks. Look at those kids. Yay. Got to see the Nighthawks. Just a fantastic thing. They played over the Dollar Loan Center, and just wowed the crowd, which is so cool. I watched that entire game. Indoor football. It is, so if you can't watch outdoor football with the Raiders, indoor football is just as exciting. The interesting thing about the Vegas Nighthawks, which is they played their inaugural season against Northern Arizona on Friday, They won like 22-9. Great game. I'm simply impressed with the level of talent. Fast-paced. The clock does not stop. The teams have to force the clock to stop in order for the clock to stop, because other than that, it doesn't stop. So this is the way it goes. Imagine a hockey game. Okay, a hockey game or a football game played inside of a hockey arena. Padding on the outside and people trying to hit you out. It's crazy. It was just simply crazy. And the clock doesn't stop. Fast motion. The rules are changed a little bit. They've got a few extra ways to score, which is pretty interesting. And to me, it was exciting. It was just an exciting game. Got to watch our first points that we ever scored in the game, which was just fantastic. It's just fun to watch that kind of stuff. And we won our inaugural season. So the owner of the Vegas Nighthawks, Bill Foley, who also owns the Vegas Golden Knights, he was there. They did a short interview with him, some of the commentators there, to get his feedback. What did he think of that kind of stuff? He was just as pleased as he possibly can be. So this looks like for Las Vegas, and even though they play in Henderson, which is basically Vegas, that we have got another just a and the fan base is already there. So we already have the fan sites. Matter of fact, we will leave a link to their fan page for the Vegas Nighthawks because we really believe in them. We really do believe that they are going to be something exciting, especially for people who love football and they can't get enough football. So if the Raiders aren't playing, you need to watch something. You gotta have something, right? You gotta have something in that to keep that adrenaline junkie going on in you. So that's very cool. Also, the UNLV Hustling Rebels played this weekend. I know it seems like it's a sports show today, but it's just the way it is. The Hustling Rebels played this weekend, and they played. Oh, there we go. So the Hustling Rebels played against who they play against? Air Force, and they swept them. So it was a fantastic game. Also, again, they played this weekend, and this is like the last out of the game right here. Clink. A ground out to first, and he's out. And so they won. They're 6-0 in the Mountain West right now, which is fantastic. So we're very excited about the Hustling Rebels that they are doing some fantastic things out at UNLV. UNLV is doing some great things. They really are. We're looking forward to a fantastic year. We're literally 6-0 in our division right now, so you can't beat them. Between them, the Aviators, and hopefully the Athletics, that we get them. Because if you're a baseball junkie, this is your town. It really is. You're looking forward to some cool things that are going on here in the Valley. So don't worry about it. There'll be some great things. So what else is there to do? All right, we did sports. We did a lot of sports this week. So there's actually a job fair. So who's having the job fair? I think they're having the job fair at the Parks and Recreations. Yeah. Clark County Parks and Recreations holding a job fair. So we'll leave a link to this. That will be held, it's going to be held Oh, they already had it. Shoot, I'm so sorry. Gosh, we're so slow on this one. But you never know. They might just still be, because it was at Desert Breeze, and they already had the job fair. So I'm so sorry about that, folks. I screwed up on that one. I should have looked at the date stamp on that. But one thing we didn't screw up on was Ballet Folklorico. Okay, Ballet Folklorico is going to be over at the Smith Center, and we love the Smith Center. So many cool things that are going on. As a matter of fact, we had a great conversation about the Smith Center over the weekend about some of the cool stuff that's going on over there. In 1915, dancer choreographer Amalia Hernandez founded the Ballet Folklorico de Mexico, and this thing has been going on for all these years. So it is actually going on over at the Smith Center. So Wednesday, March 23rd, Ballet Folklorico de Mexico is going to be there. So you can check that out. You should have a great time, a great opportunity. What is that? You'll have a great opportunity to see Ballet Folklorico. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to try to get rid of this story because sometimes this happens where I screw up on things and I can't figure out how to get out of it. Let's hear it. Let me make sure here, folks, that I get out of this, because if I don't, I will be on this forever. Okay, so we'll get rid of you. Okay, let's see if I can get rid of it. Oh, can't get rid of it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, so many buttons, things. Anyways, we're out of time, folks. We are out of time. So, once again, if you'd like to get a hold of us over here at Livin in Vegas, we will actually make an announcement about an upcoming product that we're going to be putting out. I think you're going to be very excited about it. But if you cannot wait and you want to get a hold of us, folks, just got to go to our website. Okay, Go to our website at livininvegas.com. You can check us all out. We're going to be changing up the website just a little bit here this week. So we've got some cool things going on. And I think you're really going to enjoy the changes that we've got over at Livin in Vegas. Anyways, it's been Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas, the podcast. We will see you again tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning, where we'll talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape Las Vegas. We'll see you later, folks.